Welcome back to another episode of Hermitcraft. We're standing at the witch farm, and I've had a lot of time on here where other hermits haven't been on the server, and I've been using the AFK clicker, swiping at the witches, filling my inventory to the brim with drops and possibly our storage system as well. But I have discovered a flaw that means this thing could work even faster, and I need to look in the correct direction. I'm not sure quite where it is. I'm going to put some video over the top of your screen so that you can see a bunch of mobs spawning down below, right? Yeah, so when I'm standing up there, they can basically spawn in this spot over here. And, of course, phantoms. Yes, phantoms. Wow, that's terrible. I am now stuck down here with phantoms stalking me and no actual way to get back up to the top without an elytra. Great, what a wonderful start to this episode. And now a drowned is hunting me, and I absolutely have no food. Uh-oh. This isn't very good. I'm a friend, so I'm an organised person. I make notes for all the little jobs that I got to do throughout the day. And for my recording notes, there is phantoms in big capital letters. But I was so excited to record that I didn't read them before. I'd considered this. I considered it might be a problem. And now I'm paying the price of not being prepared. But it shouldn't be too difficult, really. We just got to grab a whole bunch of logs, then we can use the planks to pillar all the way back up to the top there. As you can see, I have recovered from the pickle of a situation that we found ourselves in, and right now, I'm live streaming. So if you are watching this on Twitch, twitch.tv/xisuma, leave a comment and say I was there. Anyway, we just cleared out this land. It took a little bit longer than expected because it was quite big. I decided to clear it out rather than do something like slab it or put the water in. So now all we got to do is get rid of these stupid piles of wood planks. And then once we've done that, we're going to remove the beacon and head out of this place. Hello YouTube, and welcome back to another YouTube video. No, I'm trolling my live stream chat right now. Still streaming, still at the witch farm. I figured before we leave, because the beacon is now gone, and so are those wooden planks, we should check out our drops over here. Not surprised? Not surprised. Okay, I was expecting that one to be full as well, but that is amazing right there. I didn't bring any shulker boxes to bring any of this stuff back, but I'll at least get a little bit of it. Apparently I got a random comparator in there. Wow, this is amazing. What about the witch heads? 37 of them. Fascinating. And this is full to the brim. Anyway, that'll probably be all of our witchy business for this episode, because I would like to focus on Tower Bay again, and we've been over here a lot, so I really want to make a ton of progress, and I've been thinking just about getting all the foundations over here done, so then we're just left with skyscrapers to build. So the first foundation over on this side, I'm going to sort of point at the area that needs taking care of. All around here we need to tidy it up, get a solid foundation in for the Concorp towers, and then over on the opposite side you can see there's a fair bit of space over here that needs taken care of. I've started building one of those foundations here with the stone bricks, and the other shall be roughly where these blocks are. Stone bricks on this side, granite over there. We're going to have a second foundation in this spot. Then I've got to take care of this monstrosity, tidy up the courtyard, build a pathway going up and around to the path over there, and then we're going to mostly be done in this area. So that is my objective to get done at the beginning of this episode. Down here though, I'd like to talk about the block palette. We're introducing something new over here. So we've done a stony area, we've done an overgrown grassy area, we have sandy areas next to the water, and we're going to introduce some dirt. So we're using dirt blocks, of course. We're using coarse dirt, some brown concrete powder and slabs and grass, and the whole thing looks really good. It's going to extend through here and around to this other foundation that I'm starting to build. Now, should we use granite here? I don't know. I kind of want the excuse to use granite, and I'm not too off-put by it, but I'm sure loads of you are going to leave comments saying that it looks ugly, but I want to really breeze through all of what we need to do here. Let's focus on what's been done. This platform now has dirt surrounding it on all sides, and grass is starting to spread. I'll come back and sort that out in a moment. But that means that we've figured out the path going down here. You can see the beacon is in the way. That'll get moved, but now we have finished our courtyard, and there isn't really any features over on here because the path kind of takes up most of the space, and I've sort of taken this approach with the strip logs and the bushes around this side of the building, and it's got dirt behind it. As I said, it goes all the way around. So that foundation is finished. We've got more problems with spreading grass over here that I've got to suss out. And behind me, you'll see that this foundation is finished as well. That is why there is tons of dark oak logs in my inventory. I've shaved it down to this height, and I'm pretty happy with that. This episode is probably titled Finishing the Bay, right? We're in Tower Bay, and I want to have the bay done. And we're going to have it done very soon, because this platform is now finished. And the granite might change to a different material. I was thinking it might be cool to incorporate that material in the tower design that goes on top of it. But let's take a step back actually. There's a reason I'm standing here. You'll see that our path now divides up some of the different areas. We've got grass here, the sand of the beach over there comes up to this portion, and dirt fills up all of this space, which now has some spruce, and dirt surrounds the entirety of this area here. So down at the bottom I've done some more work just filling up all of these blocks, and I've also extended our platform round here past the corner, which is fantastic. We are quickly narrowing down the list of things that need doing in this area. Like the beacon, which has now been removed, and it doesn't spoil the view looking over here. You may notice that is a little bit different than before, right? Yes, this statue over here has been scaled up. I want to thank some good player on Twitter who tweeted me this very simple idea to just scale it to a 3 wide build. Because before it was just 2 blocks wide. I don't know why I didn't think of scaling it up myself, to be fair, but there you go. This is why we are a community. The feedback always helps, and this thing's been scaled up. It's 3 wide, and it looks pretty superb hanging out here, overlooking the ocean. We are now left with the base of the Concorp towers, which are going to go over here, and the path. How is it going to end? We'll figure it out. I've got some ideas rolling around in my head. But then I remembered, hang on a minute, we've also got to make this HRN station as well. And we've got to tie that all together. So there is a fair bit more going on over here than I originally thought. And I think I just need a bit of a mental reset at this point in time, right? So we'll take a break from this, and I've got some errands to run around the server. The first of which is collecting diamonds. Many of you commented on, was it the last episode or the one before that, that apparently I have diamonds. Why do I think I'm in this corner? Isn't this alphabetical? I'd be over on this side. Instinctively went to the wrong corner. Hello. Yes, flower shop profits. So I have myself 4 diamond blocks, 4 diamonds, and what's this? Mumbo's pop-up. That's from a long time ago, isn't it? I should chuck these things away, so if I come by here again, I can just pop my head in and see if the lamp is on. Now, behind this building, there is an incredible new building in the newest part of the shopping area. So if you remember, we have a big area over there. We've expanded it in this direction to the left, and what you see before you is... It's a glass shop, my friends. It's an actual glass shop. This, my friends, was built with none other than Good Times with Scar, and the concept of this whole idea is fascinating. You can see that Scar's put down a lawn design. There are shrubberies around here, but it's all done with grass. We have trees at the entrance. Did I say grass? Glass. I always get those two muddled up. We've even got a nice brick pattern path here, but of course it's made out of glass as well, and the doors are made of glass. I just love how absolutely everything has been done with glass. If I were on my old machine, I reckon that right now I would be suffering on the frames a little bit because, yeah, this causes your computer to do a lot of rendering. It has to do all the different transparency layers, but on the new system, everything is absolutely fine. And you can see it's got 2 floors, and I don't think there's actually anything up here on this level, right? It doesn't look like it. And so I thought we'd come over here and check out the prices. What's the price? 1 stack for 2 diamonds. Isn't that more expensive than Wells's shop? But I guess Wells isn't on, and so there is no competition. Concorp are just dominating every single corner of the market at the moment. It is crazy. That is smashing. What a great idea. That's a superb build, one to be remembered. And while we're heading back towards this area, by the way, Python has finished his blue tower over here. Doesn't it look gorgeous? We will potentially speak to Python about if he's going to have a purple tower and us putting in a nether portal for him, because I've done a little bit of work in the nether. Well, I say a little bit of work, a teeny tiny sliver of something in the nether again. There's a random sheep in this nether, and I think it's looking at me. But anyway, over here, this is the tiny thing that I've done. Look, I've added an axe banner, and this takes you to Ren's, I forget what he calls it, but his island where he does all his log chopping. Oh, speak of the devil, there he is right there. Think he might be checking this out. Look at those glasses with that hat. That is looking sick right there. Think he's a little bit confused. The banner is for your log chopping island. Yes, there are snowballs coming for it. That's coming from the spawn portal, which used to be somewhere up there and it was removed. So now it synchronizes with Ren's portal. That's something we've got to fix for him. And I'm sure I showed you this already, but it's on my list of notes. So if I'm repeating myself, this is the HRM portal, and this is the banner for it. The trick is the colours are different on either side, because that's the way they would appear based on which way you are facing, right? Anyway, while we're here, let's do a couple more portal banner designs. This first one is for Python. I used what I think is my only notch apple to make this. It is a really gorgeous design. I've gone with black and purple because it represents the purple tile that's going to be on the other side. The black just kind of blends in more than using white, which would have, suited the quartz tower more. We can always remake this perhaps and come up with something better. And the shape right here using the golden apple, that's supposed to be a snake, and snakes are green and, well, commonly green or portrayed as such. And I feel like with Python's colour mainly being red for his creeper skin or blue for his channel, then maybe another colour could have been better. Anyway, if we go through here, I've thrown down a portal for him, and I noticed that he colour-coded them all already, so this one right here is purple, and so I've put the portal here since it is purple too. And hopping over in the other direction, you may notice a new portal and a new banner, and you might be able to figure it out what it is based on where it is in relation to other things, right? This is the castle that we have been building, the pirate castle, the castle that makes no sense because pirates don't settle down, right? As you can see, we've got a beach, we've got a castle, and then we've got an orange flag, which is a dot hanging off of it. I mean, that bit is probably the least prettiest aspect. And then we've got a fade as well, which I think helps make this look more like an ocean coming from the sand, right? But it does look a little bit weird being faded, but it was about the best thing I could come up with. And nothing much has changed in this area. I've just thrown a portal in here so that we can hop through to the correct place. Over here we have another portal popping up, which I believe will take you to Sahara. And then we have another one over here without a banner. This is Biffa's, and I've been thinking about this one for a while. I was trying to make the Biffa banner that kind of looks like his face, and then I remembered that I'd seen it in Season 3. So if we pop back to the Season 3 Nether Hub, we should be able to see the design. Here it is, the Season 3 Nether Hub, one of my favourites. I love the collage style of this place, loads of different mini nether hubs colliding together, and banners is what we used in that season as well. This is the Biffa banner right here. You've got the golden visor, and it's a great design, and by looking at this from the world download, we get all the information we need to recreate it. And while we're in the area, let's just pop over here and take some inspiration in. I wonder who that is. Oh, this might be helpful right here for a couple of other things. We've got a witch that we could use for our witch farm, although the portal for that isn't actually in the main area. And Mumbo Jumbo, if he has a portal out there, that would be his design, and now I've accidentally destroyed it. Good thing this is a world backup. And here it is on Planet Minecraft. I have reassembled it here. It makes it easy to edit because you can move layers around and change the colours of things on the fly, which is super helpful. But yes, let's pop back into the Hermitcraft world and make this. And there we go. I got to say I've been really enjoying this project. I think this one over here is my favourite, but the best thing is just seeing more and more of them pop up. And over on this side, they are mostly done. And if we fly to the other side, if that is even possible, we've just got a couple of portals here at the moment that need doing, and then I think all of them are actually done. And there is another sheep in the Nether. Or is it the same sheep, but has someone dyed it? What are we going to do about this cookie up here in the sky, eh? Is some jangler going to come over here and take it down? I don't know. It's also kind of awesome looking. And look at that below us as well. That's Tower Bay. And man, I've just been flying around for a little bit checking it out from some different angles, and it's looking superb. I'm loving this. It's really, really coming together and very close to being complete. One thing I'll point out is that the paths kind of break up the different block palettes in a kind of blunt way, and it looks alright. I think it could have been done a little bit better, but we are deep into this now, and I've done a little bit more right here where the rail comes over from Python's side, and then we've only got a tiny bit to do after that. It's this beach right here that I'll be building next, but let's focus on what is behind me over here. We got our HRN station in place, and you'll see that I've taken an element of this over here and brought it around to this side whilst keeping the clean look, and I think it's a great fusion of two different block palettes. Now on the inside you can see that we've got some redstone action going on over here where we have a station. This is exactly the same as it is in my base, and then as I'm placing blocks around here and finding limitations of where I can put them due to where the redstone is, it all kind of naturally just came into this direction. So we're not going to build a roof, we're just going to have these kind of arches on either side, and I think it looks really good. The approach of nighttime, however, has reminded me I'm yet to put any lighting in here. I haven't really made an effort to light everything up, but I think inside of an area like this, it really makes a lot of sense to have some lighting. I could go ahead and put some lamps in the middle here, but I'd like to use end rods, and I've got a feeling they're just going to end up sticking out of wherever I put them, if that makes sense. Yeah, the light needs to be concealed. I'm not going to do this right this second. I'm going to continue building in the area, experimenting, and hopefully something will come to mind. I really like the simplicity and the process of just placing a bunch of blocks like this. Do you know what though? 1.14 can't come sooner. I am so noticing the amount of cobblestone in here. I think it's good to have some occasionally, but because they provide the slab and the stair shape, they just pop up too much, and it kind of means that the blocks that you got here are kind of broad and spaced out, or as opposed to having like some collection of cobblestone over in one area and then it just looks a little bit more formational. But it's all coming together really well, and I'm just going through it one block at a time and sort of building this up, introducing some ideas of building things upwards in pillars and yeah, just little arrangement techniques. As you can see though, I've been popping in the occasional grass block, and that's because I'm trying to create a bit more of a transition between one area to the next. So over in this spot we just generally have a little bit more grass here and there. So I wanted to bring leaf blocks into this area, and I've just started to notice something. When you have an isolated amount of grass to put bone meal on, it tends to just turn it straight into tall grass. It's like the strength of only having one block means that it, you know, kind of puts everything in one area, and I kind of want smaller grass, so in some spots we'll miss it. Also, it's kind of nice to let the leaves sort of bleed out onto the path a little bit here as well. That's kind of nice. As we shimmy around this side, we transition from our rocky into just regular grass where it meets the beach here. Put in a few cracked textures here and there, and decided just to keep the grass perimeter that I have and kind of beef it up with some trapdoors as if it's been held in place. And then I remembered we've got a ravine over here, so what we're going to do is extend? Wow, what a word. Extend our clay downwards like this. And when I say clay, you know I mean terracotta, right? It used to be called clay. So we have to extend this one here downwards, and I think rather than having dark oak going all the way down into the ravine, we shall simply put stone bricks, like it's got a foundation underneath it, and that will extend all the way down to the bottom. And there we go, that was very quickly taken care of. Just one more block. Yes, that's what I'm going to place. And then it is done. My friends, I have finished doing all of the terrain for the entirety of this area. This bit here, as you can see, was pretty quick actually. Just threw down some grass, put in some bushes and saplings, just like we did over there. And man, that's awesome. It's all done. Obviously, the insides of these areas need some work. That's the same with all of the platforms, but they'll get done when we build the skyscrapers on top of them. So now I think what we need to do is get out the old camera account and have a quick look at everything. When I was flying around then, I noticed that there were some chest monsters that have been left behind. We got a couple up here, and we got a bunch more over here, and some over in this spot. I will be tidying these up, that is for sure. Right now, I've been on here for hours and hours and hours, and I just want to log off and play some Sky Factory 4. That was released. Yeah, I might have actually live streamed that by the time you watch this video. Who knows? Anyway, that is it. If you have enjoyed it, please do leave a like. As always, thank you for the support. And check out the raid farm video that's on your end screen right now. I put that out earlier in the week, and it's really fantastic, so go check it out. But thank you for watching this episode of Hermitcraft, and I'll see you soon in another one. Bye-bye.